Hey, this is Ryan. I'm one of the trainers at the Fit Moms Transformation Center. My full-time job is actually a physical therapist as well, same as Joe. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the knees. So it's a very common injury, especially so for the younger population. We see it more with the patellofemoral joint, where the kneecap actually meets up with the femur itself. And as we age, we see it more within the femur and the tibia, more of arthritis and a breakdown or meniscopathology, where the padding in between your knee gets kind of broken down. So it's really important at any stage of whether you're young or old to make sure that you have good form with lunging, squatting, different weight-bearing activities, so you're not continuously breaking down your knee in either way. The biggest mistake that I see with squatting in particular is when they first learn when a person first learns how to do a squat, their knees come way forward like this. So whether they have dumbbells in hands or not, their knees just come way past over their toes. And a big trick that I think that you can use, especially firsthand when learning this, is use a chair, and this is maybe a little bit too low of a chair to start with, but just to give you that visual cue and that tactile cue of actually touching your butt to the chair and then standing back up. It's going to force your butt behind so that your knees stay behind you as well. You put the force that way in the muscles of the glutes and the quads as opposed to the knees themselves. Okay? So another one I often see problems with is lunging. So I'll kind of lunge straight at the camera here just to show you what I mean by that. So when people take a lunge in, oftentimes you'll see their hip collapse in or their foot collapse in, and your knee is positioned within your foot and your hip. So that just kind of goes along for the ride, and your knee ends up going inwards. And what that does is put an abnormal force on your knee, so the kneecap kind of rides along the outside edge of your femur, causing further injury or pain. So again, a big thing to work on is make sure when you're doing a lunge to keep your thigh positioned straight ahead. I oftentimes will advise folks when they're first learning lunges to start off with back lunges. It just gives you a little bit more control when you're going in and out of that lunge. So try those tips. See you next time.